Hello, and welcome back to Fallout 76. I am Wiggle, and this is a weapons test. Before we get to the weapon in question, I would just like to mention that I do have a Discord server, and the link to that is in the description below. And as always, if you enjoy my content, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's all much appreciated. The weapon we are using today is this. An anti-armor, faster fire rate, reduced weight, submachine gun, which I've had for, I don't know, a couple of years. It's a fun weapon to kind of just, if you're just going around Appalachia doing daily quests or farming materials or whatever, it'll take care of most everything, and it's a lot of fun to use. The big downside to this weapon is, it does, as you can see, significantly less damage than, say, a handmade or a fixer, but than most things do, is the range. A range of only 90. Which means you have to be close to your enemies to actually get the job done. The drop-off for damage really is big when you're out of range. So that's a range of 90, and when you compare it to something like a handmade, my handmade here, range is 174, and so the fixer is the same. So yeah, it's slightly more than half the range of other weapons, which means if you're shooting. If you're fighting, say, the Scorch Beast Queen, you definitely wouldn't want to do it while she's in the air, because you're going to do basically, almost no damage. So, it'll be interesting to see how this does against Earl. I'll definitely have to be closer than I would like. So, yeah, there's his Scream and his Poison Spitting that'll be more of a concern than it normally would be. So, I still think it should get the job done, but we will find out. But I need to get a nuke in the air first. So I'll do that, and then we'll meet in the mine. Alrighty, here we are in the mine, waiting for the rubble to clear. So let's go over the build and the buffs I'll be using. Legendary perks, the only one that really matters is Follow Through, 40% more damage for 10 seconds after I attack, which will be continuous, basically. I've got all the commando perks maxed out. And Ground Pounder for a little bit extra reload speed. Tenderizer, which will, extra 10% every time I shoot him. And let's see, Max Rank Adrenaline, in case we have a bunch of Wendigos, if we end up having to shoot a bunch. Max Rank, Mr. Sandman, and Covert Operative, along with Bloody Mess, Better Criticals, and Critical Savvy. Because crits are going to be doing all the work here. As far as effects go, I have Blight Soup for extra 100% crit damage, and the Corn Soup for extra AP regen, which is good. I will also Eagle Eyes for 50% more crit damage, and the extra Perception helps with hitting our target. As far as buffs, we will be doing Ballistic Bach, and I always forget to refresh these. It expires after 5 minutes, and I never remember to redo these after 5 minutes. But anyway, we'll be doing a Small Guns Bobblehead for 20% more ballistic damage, and a Grognak 2 for extra sneakiness. And then once things start, we'll do Psychotats and Overdrive. So yeah, now all there is left to do is wait for the rubble to drop. Alright, let's go. Let's see how close I have to be. Is this close enough? Oh. Yeah, the AP cost on this is pretty high, unfortunately. Yeah, the AP cost will be what stretches this fight out, probably. The crits are decent, the damage is good. But, yeah, only being able to shoot 30 shots at a go before we run out of AP is less than ideal. Sure sounds cool, though. Yeah, definitely having to be close to him really is a negative thing. It makes us a lot more easily detected and a lot more vulnerable to his attacks. So, not much I can do about it. It's not like I can magically make the range better on this gun. Yeah, this thing does really nice damage. Really, really nice damage when you're in range. And it shoots so fast. And has a decent sized clip, but we can't really make use of it because of the because we run out of AP halfway through. So that's a little unfortunate. Oh, but he's on his second. I didn't even notice the regen on his health. So yeah, we're already on his second health bar. So yeah, we are doing all right. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, the short range on this gun really makes this a lot more difficult. You definitely want to have decent armor if you're going against Earl in this with this gun. Yeah, having to be this close is yeah, a little bit frustrating. But it's no fun if it's too easy, right? Uh-oh. Oh, okay. I thought he was in the ceiling there for a second. That would not be good. I guess the way to do this would be to bring stock up on Nuka-Cola Quantums or coffee or something to just keep that AP just cranking. Alright, where are you going? This is definitely the most frustrating of all the weapons I've tried so far. This is definitely the most frustrating one. This is not something I'd recommend for boss fights generally. I mean, it's obviously getting the job done. It's just not as we are not setting any records here. There we go. Alright, so that took almost 11 minutes. So, yeah, not too bad. Definitely felt longer than that, but, got the job done. But, yeah, I wouldn't necessarily recommend having this as your main weapon. Unless you like being up close and personal with your enemies. But, yeah, I guess, oh, anti-armor rolling pin, nice. Yeah, all that's left is to loot and get out of the mine. And there you have it. We got the job done with this submachine gun, even though it yeah, it was a little bit of work. just because of how close you have to be. And I'm sure if I had a reduced AP cost version of this, it would make probably quite a bit of difference. I mean, being able to shoot the whole clip instead of just half of it, that definitely makes things more difficult. But it still works, and this is such a fun gun. Even, you know, not necessarily for bosses, but it is fun just to mess around. So if you if you find yourself with one of these, give it a go. It's I like them. I like how they sound. I like how they feel. They don't have much recoil either, so even for manual aiming, they're pretty decent. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope you'll watch me in the next one. Thank you very much.